Hi everyone, this is Jennifer Duru. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited as usual to have you here. Thank you very much for all the messages and all the big ups that you've been sending to me. I'm so glad to be here this morning. Today is Monday, and today actually this video is going to be one of the many videos in the series that I'm going to caption as Inspirational Mondays. So apart from the regular videos that I do, as you can see from my intro video, we're going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff that have to do with, so many things, such as motherhood, faith, and, educational stuff. And so it's just going to be things that I'll be sharing with you, as I said in the previous videos. Things that I've learned over the years, and thank God for social media, thank God for the internet. We can come together as a community and then learn from each other. And so today is just the first of the many videos that I'm going to be doing, and it's captioned Inspirational Mondays. So today I'm going to share one of my experiences in job hunting, and it's actually a question that I have been receiving quite a lot from so many people that know me and that have been with me for some time. And I'm just gonna give a little background. So I've worked with different organizations, different corporations and companies, and sometimes I used to wonder why I've had to work with so many organizations and companies and stuff, and it has its negative sides, of course, but it also has its positive sides. And for me personally, I just want to focus on the positive side of things. And I realized that over the years I've gained so much experience, like I don't know how to put this, but it's more like I have worked for everyone and everybody. All right. And so with that experience, I believe it's time for me to just share some of the things that I have learned with people, because I get quite a number of questions from so many people. Some people take me for a consultant in certain areas, and I am not. I've just really just had lots of experience with different organizations, you can name them. And today particularly, I'm going to be answering a question, one of the most frequent questions that I get from many people that I know. And the question is, how do you manage to get interviews or jobs so easily? And for me, I think it's a very brilliant question. It's not a stupid question at all, because I know that there are so many job offers that are littered around the internet and everywhere, and a lot of people apply. And one of the major frustrations of people is actually not just receiving an answer from the organization or the company that published the job offer. And so in this video, I'm just going to respond. I'm going to be giving you like a top secret. Yeah, you don't have to pay me for that. It's free of charge. A top secret that I have learned over the years that can get you an interview very easily. All right. So, apart from the fact that your CV has to be extremely good and professional, and of course, maybe in the other videos, I'm going to give my tips, my own tips. Now, I want to specify that I am not a human resources expert. I haven't majored in human resources at all, but I'm just sharing my experience. I've been very polyvalent, and I have worked in different departments, I have also helped out human resources officers and managers, to carry out their job. And sometimes I have been on a hiring panel, and there are certain criteria, that we look out for, that the human resources department looks out for whenever they receive an application. So I'm a blended, kind of person. I have so many, things, so much experience from different places. And so, apart from the fact that your CV has to be very professional, and we're gonna talk about that in another video. Maybe I'll put up a video to share some of the tips that I have learned over the years on how you can make your CV attractive. But the main point, or the main challenge, is actually to have an interview. I mean, to get the first response from the organization, from the company that published the offer, telling you, we received your your application, and we are delighted to invite you, for a first interview. And many people get frustrated because you hear a lot of people saying, I've sent hundreds of application letters, and I have never in my life received a good response, not even a first interview. Because these things, it's step by step. So we're gonna go from, first of all, receiving the having the tips on how to receive a positive response after having submitted your application. Then from there, we'll talk about how to to sell or market yourself during an interview and all that. So today we're going to talk about this question that people have been asking me. How is it that every time you send your application letter, you have like 80% chances of receiving a positive response? And to tell you the truth, I've turned down so many offers, maybe because they weren't suitable with what I wanted, or my career projections and all that. And so this is something that maybe many people don't know, but one of the top secrets in getting, I wish I could whisper this right now, but one of the top secrets that I've learned over the years in managing to get your first interview is, whenever you are sending your application letter, and now I'm talking about these applications, these that have like an automated system where they give you a link, and you don't send directly to an inbox, to a mailbox. You are sending it to an automated link, and then at the end of the day, you receive something like, thank you, we received your application, we'll get back with you, and blah blah and stuff like that. So I'm talking about those kinds of applications. And it's interesting to note that actually right now, most of the organizations and the companies, those are the kinds of systems that they are working with. Most times they have human resources systems, automated systems. You can find something like Taleo and all that stuff, where you're sending your application, and most times they'll ask you to add your CV as an attachment and your cover letter. But just before you can attach your cover letter and even your CV, there is most times a box where they ask you to paste your cover letter or your experiences that you have had in the past. So they'll ask you to outline where you have worked and the kind of job that you were doing. And this is where the top secret is. Whenever you are filling out that part of the application where you are being asked to talk about your experiences, what you have to do is go back to the job description of the job that is being published. Go through it very thoroughly, read line per line, and there is some kind of keywords. There are some keywords that these automated systems work with. So what you have to do is that you go through the application letter the job description. And as you are sending or filling in that part of the application that asks you for your past experiences, you've got to look at what you're writing and compare it with the job description. Now, let me give you an example. And now this is just a job offer that I saw online, and I'm using it as an example, and it's for the position of a senior admin officer. So in the job description, it says the incumbent should be able to implement general admin and resource management tasks. Now you look at your experience and what you have done, and I'm not saying you should lie. That of course shouldn't be the case at all. But try to change, even if you have a cover letter, because most times we have our own cover letters, and then we have this habit of whenever you want to apply, you're using the same cover letter, you just change the dates. It shouldn't be that way. These automated systems respond to keywords. All right. So what they do is that they're going to, because it's a computer system, it will try to match up the words that are in the job description with the ones that you have put up in your application. So if, for example, the job says that you have to implement general admin and resource management tasks, look at your own cover letter and see a place or an experience where you had to implement general admin and resource management tasks, and put up the same words in the application. All right. So what happens is that when you send this application, the system is going to filter out the applications that have these keywords, because they are looking for the best suitor, the best person, the best candidate that has up to, let's say, 50% or 70%, similarities with the job description that was put up. If, for example, the second one says attend meetings. All right. Now, this is a very good example. If the job description says the person is going to be attending meetings with high level meetings, you look at your cover letter or your CV that you have, and you see that in your CV you wrote something like participated in workshops, and when you are trying to outline your experience, participated in workshops. And this job description that is being put up says attend meetings. Now, meetings and workshops are almost the same things. So you have to adapt your CV based on these keywords that were used. What you have to do is you look at the job description, look at the things that they are asking you to do that are similar to the things that you have done, then rewrite your sentences to match the words that were put up on the job description. And like I said, what the system will do is that it's going to filter out, first of all, those applications that have similar words that coincide with the words that were put up in the job description. And the day I realized, I had been applying, and I'm not going to mention the name of the organization, but I believe that many of you know what this organization is, the organization is, and they have this, everything is just an automated system. They have a link, and then you send your application letter. And I had sent over 10 applications to this organization. It's one of the biggest organizations, and I had never received, not even an email to tell me that you've been selected for an interview. All right. But then when I learned this secret, and I'm not going to tell you where I learned it from, immediately I did that, I got a response from them. The very first time I tried to follow just what I have told you now, I got a response from them. And from there, of course, by God's grace, of course, I went through the interview process and I got the job. And for me, actually, it was just like I was just trying out to know, is it really, because many people used to say it's very difficult to work for this organization. You need to know this person, you need to know that person, and it doesn't work like that. I just found that it doesn't work like that. You don't really necessarily have to know anybody. There are just some of these secrets, little secrets that you need to know. And immediately I applied that secret. I landed my first job with this big organization, and I just thought that I would share with some people. It's maybe it's quite different with applications where they tell you to send your CV to a particular email address. But if because then it's a person that will first of all receive it. But if it's a link, it's all these human resources hiring processes, the links that they send to you, if it's such kind of a link, then please just try out this secret that I gave to you and come back to me, return to me with a testimony. It's something, it really works. It works. I have given the secret to somebody else, and it worked for the person. So I just thought I should share, because I know that so many people out there are so frustrated. They send out their application letters and they don't get any response, and they're just there. And the people have a habit of saying, well, these organizations, they just publish job offers, but then in reality they have already picked up somebody that they want, so they just do it for for protocol's sake, which of course can be true. Many times I've seen that happen, but there are also some cases where it's simply because the system received your application, but your CV, your cover letter, the words that were put up in your CV and your cover letter did not match up with the words that are contained in the job description. So I hope that this helps out somebody. And as you know, I'm all there to just put a smile on people's faces. I believe that the experiences that I have gone through, God made them to go through them so that I can help somebody out. Believe in God, and I'm praying with you. To anybody that is looking for a job, I pray that God will supply that job that you desire. But you know what? God also wants us to have wisdom. Yeah, there's a way that you do things. Yeah. So I hope that you get the job that you desire, and I hope that this life hack helps you out in one way or the other. Thank you very much for joining me on this series of Inspirational Monday. And please let me know if there is any other topic that you want me to put up in these series of Inspirational Monday that have to do with education and, educational stuff and professional stuff and career stuff. Please just let me know. I'm a very open-minded person. We can see if I have some answers on that. Thank you very much. Have a productive week, and God bless. See you next time. Bye-bye.